This will be my first playthrough of it. Well, it'll be my only playthrough of it. I hope you guys like the content because this is actually one of my most favorite games ever. Like, this is amazing, balls to the walls kind of impressiveness. And I really hope you guys all enjoy. So let's get started, shall we? Let's see. Okay, come on. Okay, well, actually, before we start, there's a few things that you should know. First off, if you've never heard of the Wasteland series, maybe you've heard of Fallout. Now, Fallout was actually created by the same guys who made Wasteland, and due to some legal issues along the way, well, it's not so much legal, it was financial issues, they had to sell Fallout to Microsoft. During that time, while they had been working on, I think it was like Fallout Brother of Steel or something like that, Brotherhood of Steel, they had put together Wasteland, which was an open adventure kind of like type-styled RPG. They updated it by creating Wasteland 2, and lo and behold, thank God to me, I managed to actually get the director's cut a while back, and I'm just going to tell you guys now, this is nothing like Fallout in the sense of gameplay-wise. This is going to be kind of like a turn-based strategy RPG adventure. And if you guys aren't interested in that, that's okay. I totally understand. Because, you know what, this kind of style of game isn't for everyone. But I've noticed that they're starting to get a rebirth of types of games like this, because pretty soon there's going to be a release of a game called Mutant Gear Zero, and for those of you who don't know, it's pretty much another version of Wasteland. These are going around like post-apocalyptic themes. Let's just put that for the genre. And the whole entire system is like you're in this forest-like area to survive and everything. It's pretty much going to go around the same basics of Wasteland 2. But, you know, enough about the jibba-jabba. Let's get it started then. Oh, by the way, hello my two viewers. It's nice to see that you guys are able to join us for the channel. So let's get started, shall we? Come on. Ah, son of a... Oh. Okay, so this is one of the biggest parts about it, is the squads. One of the things that I absolutely loved about this game was the two abilities, or the two choices you have. You can pick from the default squad that they have, or create a custom squad. Now, I've actually used both, like I've done both, but I prefer to go with creating your own, just because it brings a little bit more of personality. So we'll just name the first guy. I like that name. It's a color, but you know what? It describes him so well. He's edgy. He's over the edge. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna put him. Put him as a Mormon. Oh my God. Yeah, this is another thing. This is like goes around. By the way, hello, Klinkster. Nice to see that you're able to join us. As well as Xavier, yay! We're gonna care. Yes, he's American. Okay. Let's customize the appearance a little bit. Let's. No. Yeah, I think that'll do. Well, can't really work on the hair. It's fine. Come on, you know what I want. You know what I want. Yeah. That's the perfect look. Yeah, he'll be bringing all the bitches home. No. Oh God, that's even worse. Come on, where is it? Basically, the whole premises of this game is that you are a group of people called the Desert... Well, you know what? It's going to explain it all once we get into the gameplay, so I don't have to really worry about that too much. As far as what... here's another thing. Like I said, this is going to be around a lot of turn-based and RPG stuff. Like, this is going back to the old days of Dungeons & Dragons. That's why it allows you to write in a biography. Now, the biography doesn't do anything for the story-wise, but it adds a little bit of, like, personalization to the characters. but that's going to take up way too much time because I'm doing this all on console. So literally I would have to go like with a controller and just try and like hunt and peck for every letter, and you guys are not in the mood to sit through all that. So next comes up customizing your ranger. You get 7 attribute points to give them each of their character stats and abilities. Now, because like I said, this goes around the biography, I'm gonna make him like very charismatic because he's gonna be like a farm boy sweetheart. He's going to have. Actually, this is the other thing. It's kind of like I always love to make him as the gentle giant, and this is a tidbit for all players. Alright. Oh no, God. What do you mean, Haggard Ranger? I don't want to be a ranger. It's impossible. But no, for all of you who have never played this before or might think about playing it in the future, I totally get if you just want to see how it starts out and then stop there, and maybe come back later. But here is the #1 rule, okay? This ability right here called coordination. If you make your character with low coordination, like you give him 3 or 2 or her, literally the amount of able to make is 2 spaces and that's it. Nothing else. So always like make it so that your character can put up a fight. Another kind of like key feature is their speed. So this is basically how you kind of design your characters, is you're given a limited amount of time and points, but you get to build up on that. I like to make him into an assault rifle guy because assault rifles are pretty much your bread and butter for most of these characters. As far as that, oh wait, no, we ain't done. We ain't done. I'm gonna put him as our lockpicker. And here is the thing, okay? This is another little tidbit that is muy caliente, importante. Toaster repair. Now, that sounds like the dumbest skill on the planet, and I can assure you, it's up there with that dumbest skill in all of history. But that skill can give you some immediately positive effect. You know what? You'll see down the road, and I'm already gonna put it up to like 2. That'll do. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna go back to combat skill. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna give him even Stevens with mechanical repair. We're gonna decrease that by 1 so that we can do this. This is another thing. It's the leadership skill. This comes in handy with certain characters that you design that are supposed to be kind of like your supportive roles. Now, these kinds of guys will be able to enhance another player's or another character's abilities. Like they'll have more chances in combat. Pretty much anything that you need, it will do. And the bigger their leadership skill is, the more they're going to actually be able to help out your team. Like it says right now, reduces the chance of followers ignoring orders, because believe it or not, your characters, even the ones that you can control, will sometimes go on their own and will actually attack site. And this comes into the quirks. Now, quirks is actually a really interesting thing, because there will be certain quirks that are really useful and other ones that are just plain ridiculous. One of these is like this one, heavy-handed. It gives you an additional bonus towards base damage on any blunter, but because of that, all other critical chance goes down by half. So you literally only have half a chance, or even like no matter what your chances are, that's been now cut in half. I usually don't use a lot of these quirks just because they don't end well. For him, though, I think I'm just going to make him into no quirks. So we'll do with that. You know what? For you guys, you know what? How about you guys give me some names for the next 3 characters? Because we've got 3 more to choose from. I'm actually really curious to see what you guys come up with, because now I'm kind of worried at the same time. I'm just gonna be like, oh, what names would you like me to give them? And then all of a sudden I say butt sniffer. Yeah, that's a good one. Hmm. Names. What to name this one? What to name it? It's currently an it because we haven't even picked out the gender yet. I mean, it's pre-described the gender, but I mean, like, you can't define us. You can't define this fabulousness. And yes, if you can see that in the background, that is a nun that's holding a minigun. That's a badass nun. I had that nun on my side. Nun. Mad Maxine. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. That's actually perfect. She was the daughter of Mad Max. Born in a post-apocalyptic time. Her only friends, a gun, and her future. Make her 24. Oh. Make her into a Mormon. Oh my god. No, how about... You know what? Let's make her atheist. Oh my god, yes. Ooh. What should we have for smokes? Actually, this is a pretty useful ability, is, when you choose a type of, like, smokes, they actually, start to get really good down the road. Let's see. I want to make her into, like, the perfect kind of wastelander kind of look. Let's see. We're gonna have her with Mad Maxine. Oof, we gotta get her something appropriate. Yeah, that's appropriate. No, not a chance. I'm not gonna get my video flagged because of that. Oh, are you serious? That's the only one? Sure. You know what? I can dig it. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll definitely work. Okay, let's see. That's taken care of. Now on to this stuff. Okay, because of the way that we've pretty much made her, with a name like that, you gotta admit she's probably gonna be fast as hell and coordinated. I'm gonna say that she's not gonna be very charismatic. So, charisma also will affect, like, your ability to bring other into your fold. So, and as you can see, it also, like, it affects the XP rewards. So, you know what? You know what? No, we're gonna keep it that way. Let's see. Let's make her a little bit smart. I mean, she's gonna be pretty smart, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a very well-rounded character. I like that. Oh yeah. Well, you can't have Mad Maxine without the fabulous foregoingness of a proper shotgun. Let's see. We also want to give her this, just because I think, like, she'll be really good with it. What else? I want to add in brawling, but brawling is not that good of a skill, actually. It's ugh. I think it's ugh. And we'll add in hard ass and weaponsmithing. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's see. Squad cannot use... Okay, so again, this goes into the quirks thing. I'm not gonna do quirks for her either. So she's done. Alright, next one. Okay, so we've got Mad Maxine in gray. Let's see. Next one. I'm feeling another chick, and I think this one's gonna be our healer, actually. I'm gonna put her up to age 30. Oh, what a name for her. What a name for her. I'm thinking... I want to say Christina, but that feels like a little too simplistic. I mean, come on, it's Wasteland. Gotta have some Wastelander names. Or something, I don't know. Oh my god! King coming in with all the good names. I'm loving this. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I love that one. So, like I said, this one's going to be our healer. No. As for religion, you know what? Let's make her Buddhist. Yeah, she's all about that peace. All about that peace, girl. She's got to be native. Wild. No? Give me that. Yeah, that's exactly actually what I wanted. Let's give her that. Clipping! Clipping issues! Screw it. That'll do. Do you have anything that works in a similar... No, I'm not giving her a dress. Oh, sweet mother of God, I would never let my kid walk out looking like that. Come on, there's gotta be something in here. Ooh, that works. I definitely can go with that. Hell yeah. I love that. Okay, because of that, we're gonna make her... Ooh, we're gonna make this girl intelligent as hell. Again, going into coordination. Well, just a little bit towards those. That'll do her. Okay, this I absolutely love for making for these kinds of characters is these two skills. I don't care what, like people say about, all that kind of like, oh, well, you should really kind of like spread out those skill points. No, I'll tell you this right now. If you do not have a medic and a surgeon all in one character, and they are not buffed to the living hell, you are dead. That's just it. You are dead. There's no walking out of that. So, let's see. Field medic, surgeon. Alright. And... No. Maxine's got the hard ass, so... Let's go to... next. And you guys will see why I choose these skills down the road. It's just like it works out so well. No, that's not gonna work. Dude, she's not a psychopath. Oof. I really don't want to make her twitchy. No, I'm not making her unlucky. That is a terrible thing to do. Okay, last one. I'm thinking for this last guy, though, I'm going to name him something like Sleemo, and you're going to figure out why I name him this, because he's going to be our barter guy. Because we've got all these awesome names, and then it's just Sleemo. Yeah, my name's Sleemo. I'm gonna make him around 35. No, he has no religion. And you know what? I'm gonna say he smokes coffin nails. Yeah. And just to make sure that, like, people understand what Sleemo really is, or who he really is. Let's see, yeah. Oh, I wish I could get, like, a zoom in on that face. Ah, there we go. Fumachu. Now we need something to match it. There we go. You can call me a racist all you want, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. Racist! That's what I was expecting. I'm like, oh great, here we go. There we go for our portraits. I don't know. That or... Nah, that works. Okay, so this is where I'm going to really, like, make it kind of adherent as to how these guys are going to work. Basically, on top of being like, they're on top of being like they're the barter guy. He's also going to be everybody's, well, essentially everyone's bitch. I mean, in a sense. Oh God, I forgot to add that in. Oh, sweet mother of McCready. You know what? I'll go. You know what? There's a character I have to go back to for that, but so, on top of being their barter guy, he's also their alarm disarmer. He's pretty much like a known thief. I'm just going to say that now. And he's always been a coward, so I'm going to give him... Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here we go. This actually saved one of my characters in a lot of fights, was the Fainting Goat. Now, what it does is pretty much character is about to get a critical hit. Like, we're talking, he's like, their head is going to explode on that shot or that punch or whatever. This will save their lives by actually making them faint, and while this makes them unable to fight for rounds, essentially, like, this keeps your character alive in the midst of a really big battle. And I always kind of figured that would be the saving grace for one of my characters. Okay, now let me edit this because I completely forgot to give her a much more appropriate look. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that definitely works. Let's see. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? You know what? You know what? Here's the thing that you should always learn, is that weapons are not going to be as important in the beginning as they will be down the road. Like, all their abilities, all the things that you can do with them, that's going to be stuff that you really need to focus on later on, because right now you're more focused on damage or anything else. By the way, I will be right back, everybody. Sorry to cut this short so quickly, but it's not going to stop here anytime soon. It just needs a quick break. And sorry about that, viewers, but we are back. And let's just go over our characters again. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I think we're all set. Okay. Oh boy, here comes in the difficulty. Okay, let's see. Rookie, seasoned, ranger, or supreme jerk. You know what? I'm not a complete and utter bitch, so I'll go with seasoned. Oh, this is such a good game. Literally, you can play hours on this. Oh.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an Army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch.
I bet.
Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world.
Probably not.
Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass.
I bet.
Cultists, criminals, cannibals.
Gross.
They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die.
No.
So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes.
Fuck yeah.
And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless, and I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten.
Fuck yeah.
Nor will he have ever died in vain
No, he won't.
or unavenged.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you, recruits.
No worries, sir. A stiff, bearded man, older man, wearing a hard-worn ranger's uniform and a battered old cowboy hat. General Vargas walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on the barrel.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a desert ranger.
But how did he die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
Okay, we think the tower logbook was the stuff. Oh, here we go. Signal is a threat, sir?
The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
You think the logbook was stolen, sir?
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
And what about the radio towers? Where are they?
I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first.
And what are these repeater units, sir?
When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Watchin, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal.
Well, we're happy to be given the opportunity, sir, but are you sure we're ready?
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 ranger killed.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
Like, New Vegas? Aside from that, what's the mission, sir?
The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission.
Well, thank you, sir.
Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
Where is this area, sir?
It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Ooh.
There you go. Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business.
Ah, so we're like policemen, but for hire. Mercenary policemen. Badass. Seriously, why is that, like, during an apocalypse, people get the coolest jobs, like, you are a salvager of ancient technology. You are a mercenary who defends the people. And then there's just Doug over there cleaning up the radioactive, like, cow shit. It's radioactive cow shit, though. I mean, like, if you flung that at somebody, I bet they'd get, like, cancer or some shit. It's fucking awesome. Why does everyone get, like, this cool-ass shit, but me, you know? When can we enter the Citadel, sir?
Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
Shit. Okay. So, I may or may not have made things a hell of a lot worse. Because I forgot to give somebody kiss-ass and smart-ass. Oh, I'm pissed off. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to have to go with Maxine's answer, which is, hard-ass. What if we prove ourselves by kicking down the studio doors, sir?
The hard-ass approach, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you might get what you want from some folks in the Waste through intimidation, but it doesn't always work, particularly with old hard-asses like myself. You want to kick down our doors, go ahead, give it a try. But I ain't pissing myself just because you growled at me.
Thank you, sir. We'll do our best.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Oh, I love that old bastard. Okay. So this goes on to explain about all the ins and outs of missions, logbooks, that kind of stuff. We'll get into it later. Okay, on to this. Ooh, a shovel? I will take that shovel. Okay, yeah. That goes on to using items. Basically, there's going to be a lot of, like, item usage in this game, and I've already kind of screwed myself over without even thinking about it. So, where is it? General Sergru, Cadet Wolf, Note Boom. Lived his life to the Ranger Code. Okay. What about this guy? PFC Bernard Asif? Yeah. Cadet Fortison? Oh, just went over the same person. Oh no, wait, that was David Asif. So many Asifs. Cadet Zombra. Sombra? Dr. Mike Scott. Cadet Scare... Wait, whoa. Is that English? Listen, I know we're in the apocalypse, but I mean, come on. Imperial Scar Scalp Ralph the Hobo. Oh my god, you had the best name ever. That's awesome. Oh wait, who the hell is this then? Technical Major Ron Nakata fought like a ranger until the end. I shouldn't laugh at them, they're all dead. Okay, that one I'm gonna laugh at. Cadet Sue Aside. Yep, that one, yeah, that one will do. Okay, Cadet Paul Takeda. Okay, there's a, like, Nakata Takeda? Flagata? Jerk Pavlish. Major General Red Hawk. Oof. The unknown of this foreign ditch. Alright, let's see. You know what? Nope. Okay, here we go. 22 bullets. 11 slugs. Okay. Medical supplies, painkillers, suture kit, MP4. Coffin nails. Okay, that's good. Alright, looks like we're all set. I really screwed up, and I'm sorry for this because now we're going to have to be working extra hard to rebuild a character. This is gonna bite some serious ass. Good to see you, recruits. I'm afraid I can't open this door for you yet. I kind of already, gathered that. Thank you, though. Howdy there, Team Echo. Well, hello, nice person. Who are you? Oh, you're a lady. A kindly older woman in standard-issue ranger garb. She seems occupied counting goods and organizing crates. Aside from the clothes, she's the picture of a loving grandmother. You could swear she smells faintly of fresh-baked cookies. I don't want to know why you can get the scent of freshly baked cookies off of an elderly woman, but what the hell? Well, hello, recruits. Welcome to Solveig's Sundries. Happy to trade whatever you like, and honored to make your new acquaintance. Always nice to see new faces around here. And a pleasure to make sure they have everything they need before they head out into the big bad world. Nice to meet you too, Solveig. What's your story? Oh, it's not so interesting. I grew up in a village near here on Beat. I was already a grandmother twice over when the Desert Rangers moved into the Citadel. I saw how much good the Rangers were doing, and I wasn't up to much with my children moved to other villages to start their own families. My 2 girls, already butt-fucking. It's a life. It was a little unconventional for an old lady to go through basic training, but I pulled my weight and earned my star. I honestly don't want to know how, like, an elderly woman managed to move from being just a humble villager to a Desert Ranger, trader? I may not be too useful in forward operation, but I've got lots of experience keeping people well fed and well clothed, and I can run a drill press with the best of them. So General Varkas has me help Sergeant Melson run the supply, and I help Captain Mercaptain, in the workshop now and again. Okay. So you can outfit us? Ranger Citadel, what about it? What's General Vargas like? What's Sergeant... Okay, Mercaptain like? Okay. I'm not gonna bother with that kind of stuff. But you can outfit us? Well, the essentials, as tough to find as they are, I can't just give them away for free. Believe me, I wish I could, but we keep our prices as close to cost as we can for our rangers. You can stop by for the basics whenever you're in the area, and once you get clearance to enter the Citadel, you'll get access to some of our more valuable goodies. You'll have to talk to Sergeant Melson about that when you get the inside. Okay. What do you have to trade then? I mean, we really can't purchase anything, but it's just nice to take a look, if nothing else. Okay, we need to move all of that over. Why the hell does she have only 15 bullets? She's got a freaking like an MP4. How is she? You know what? Nope. Okay, see a nice old lady.
Hey, Echo 1.
Yeah?
Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there.
Ooh, water. Ow.
He headbutted you right in the butt.
Why you do that? Why you take your stupid
Did you
can?
actually think I was serious about wanting that can? I just wanted the goat to hit you in the ass.
Fuck you then, asshole. See if I ever care about you. Okay, nothing over here, which is a shame. Oh, this is gonna be really tough. Let's get some loot. Oh yeah, another thing that you should always look out for are these little weird patches of dirt. Some of them will be easy to see, some of them won't be. It's all a matter of perspective. I'm going to try and do this in the not-so-cheatsy way, which means I'm not going to spend a quick save every time I do one of these locks, even though that's the most surefire way of keeping them from breaking, because you can critical fail and just utterly miss any opportunity to get forward. I'm not even joking. I've actually spent time where... Oh, of course. We are given a weapon that nobody can use. Old Navy revolver. This Navy hoss may only be a Colt, but it can kick like an army mule. This would be extremely useful if any of my characters knew how to wield a pistol. Sadly, none of them do. Okay. This is another thing to get used to, is trying to navigate with the display, and once we get into combat it's going to get even worse, I can assure you. Oh, it gets worse. Let's use a shovel real quick. Go on, Gray. You can dig it up. Come on. Faster, you mule. Okay. Now we're getting into the economics of this. So basically, what it's trying to say is scrap is literally your lifeblood here. So give her the ammo. A wanted poster. A wanted poster, it reads 1,000 scrap reward for the apprehension of the angry red clown, dead or alive. I have never once gotten that. I'm kind of curious to see what would happen if we actually tried. I'm pissing myself off by not doing that right, and it's gonna drive me nuts now. Oh, see what I mean? Hidden. Ooh. Give the medic that and take the junk. Bad move. Bad touch.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
Oh, man. Hello?
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty strapping for a baby. But, I mean, babies? Us?
Sorry, but you are. As cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time.
That was very depressing, but you know what? I can respect that. We saw you at Ace's funeral. I'm guessing you knew him well?
They all hurt, but this one... Man, Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Farron Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise, and never stopped. Vargas
Nice.
eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it.
So, the nicknames. Again, this is going for people who have never played Wasteland 1. All the nicknames, like she just described, which was Thrasher, Snake, and Ace and herself, that was the original squad for Wasteland 1. And Snake, who actually is called General Vargas, was your leader. So General Vargas used to be called Snake?
Yep. He was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in... shit, a decade, maybe?
But let's get him in one then. Come on. I've got, like, the badassery to pull it off. We get him a little drunk. We get him in a bar fight. People are like, damn, that General Vargas has still got it. And we're like, yeah. But, what happened to Hellraiser?
He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead or AWOL or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anybody who's seen him. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces.
Probably not.
But he was as loyal as they come. And when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor. Scary as hell.
Okay. I just want to point this out right here and now of what your statement is. You said that he's loyal as can be, yet one of your comments before that is AWOL or gone off to join the Scorpions. What the...
You better call him Gilbert now.
Oh.
Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise. And he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walk-in papers. But Vargas doesn't dump old friends.
Hell
So
no.
I started him working in the museum. And wouldn't
Awesome.
you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's
Seriously?
been gradually mapping our little corner of the wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it? Man, not sure I can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher, he'd know.
You thought Ace's mission was troubled, though?
He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on.
Oh.
Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All
Okay, that's
seemed
never a
a bit
good
boring
sign.
and scientific to me.
Yeah.
Then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him.
I bet. That would spook me, too.
Should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him?
Well, I mean, you were just listening to an old friend. But going back towards Hellraiser, what was this about the Red Scorpions?
You weren't briefed on those fucks during your training?
Nope.
Well, let me fill you in.
Okay.
You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel?
Yes.
Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out.
Oh, no.
Just a bunch of rangers back then, but they've been getting more organized. Call themselves a militia now, and they try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of eastern Arizona. Well, that's a load of horse shit. Protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They
Nope.
shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donations and good old-fashioned scavenging.
Fuck yeah. We're hard workers. So, by the way, everyone, if you're feeling a little, like, out, like, well, let's just say not having fun with this, I can understand that. It's just, like, I actually have to go through a lot of this to get where we need to.
Could be a nice little place, if the Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up.
Oh, boy.
Can't even remember what it's all about. But between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Idiots.
So, what was Base Cochise?
An old military facility from before the war. And the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down. Earned our stripes that day. Literally. That's when I became Captain Death.
But a computer was making robots?
Yeah. The base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. It thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet. I don't really know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius.
I'd be a genius, too, if I knew my radios. You know what? I think that'll... I think that's all we needed to know. I mean, we can talk about Woodson or...
Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east.
Oh,
There are a few small towns and farms out there, which the
Oh.
Scorpions claim is their territory.
of course.
Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is.
Ah,
But I've got my doubts. The edges of the map, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't get into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and the weather, but there are permanent hot spots on every side of us. North, south, east, and west. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kinda thought those clouds went on forever. And that Arizona was the last place on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke?
that'd be one fucked up joke. Not gonna lie.
Ace played me some of him before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end.
Yeah, would
Some
too.
guy talking about turning men into machines. Machines into men or some shit.
Robo-dick.
But the crazy thing was, Then he starts talking about us, the Rangers, saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world.
Bullshit.
We need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born.
He's just greedy.
Who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us?
I don't know, but he's overcompensating by the sound of it.
Radio technician Wade Woodson?
Yeah.
Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear.
Ah.
He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base.
Ah, okay. How well do you know General Vargas?
Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after he brought down Base Cochise, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show and doing a damn fine job. While I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got, huh?
Nah, you got plenty of ambition, girl. You fine. You more than fine.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it.
Yes.
He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer.
Probably.
But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we'd been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged.
Fair enough.
So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, back of my hand. What do you say?
Fuck freaking yes.
Yes. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
Yeah. Just be like, oh, we're just enjoying the sights of our commanding officer. She's being a peach. And, you know, if anybody says, like, Peach, you're a friggin' bitch, I'd be like, listen, boy, we're gonna break your fucking nose you say that shit again. Yeah. Okay, now that we have her, all that really needs to be done is to sell anything that we collected real quick. Yes, I know. Yeah. Okay. We need to trade off that pistol real quick. Where is it? Where is that pistol? Oh, right. Sell all of our junk. Right, she has that wrench. Keep it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need that. Okay. 146 scrap. Okay. I'll take that. That is the most perfect hair. Like, for a portrait at least, like, how much time do you think it would take to make spikes that kind of size? No, actually, here's the thing, is characters will have specific spreadsheets, which will, here, how about I just, like, save us both the time. Her character sheet is this. So she's great at weaponsmithing, outdoorsman, blunt weapons, hard ass, and brute force. This is kind of the sad part, is if you give a character a handgun, they actually have a chance of not only jamming, but blowing up in their face. And I've actually had that happen before. A lot of the times, I'm going to be getting weapons that really I can't use unless I'm either at the right kind of skill level or my character just can't use it, and that's going to be the killer part of this. And I am a complete idiot because I didn't give him smart ass or kiss ass. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. You normally really want to have those kinds of stuff set up early on so that your characters... Oh, I'm an idiot. Yep, let's head out. Alright. We are now going into the wastes. Yeah, another thing that's kind of a bit of a downer about it is the weapons are so varied. Oh. Now we're in the world map.
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger to in.
Do we copy Ranger? Or, I mean, Captain Vargas, man, yes.
Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working.
You made
I'll
me
be your
nervous.
dispatcher from here on out.
I also
Okay.
wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation.
Uh-huh.
If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare.
Awesome.
If you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find.
Oh, okay.
Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying.
Oh.
Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and haul them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters.
Then
We
why did
must,
you bring it
of
up?
course, bring Ace's killers to but right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal.
Okay. Important to stay in radio contact with you?
It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get
Oh, okay.
distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem.
Which in our case is us. Everywhere. We're apparently the only people in this entire frickin' citadel, which actually looks pretty massive if our characters are like the size of peas. And we're apparently the only ones who can dispatch anywhere, so yay us. Does that mean you weren't always the dispatcher?
Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. But Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changing. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figured the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes.
Okay. You know what? That's a fair
Don't
point.
let that make you self-conscious or nothing.
No, I'm good.
10-4, Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Yeah, okay. So this comes into another aspect, which is, as you probably figured out, your characters will start to level up as time passes on. So you'll get, like, certain skills and abilities. The only way your characters are allowed to level up is if you turn into the radio. And you'll see that once the characters actually do. So, if you guys were paying attention through those quick little panels that I obviously completely, moved through, one of the things that you're going to notice a lot is your water supply. Now, if you have a character with Outdoorsman, that not only allows you to move past water supplies, but it also allows you to conserve water a lot more easily. It also lets you see any other types of like areas out there that are worth looking into, like oases and stuff. This is going to be our first combat. Once after this and we get to the radio tower, I'm going to stop it there. But alright, let's get started in our first little bit of combat. Bum rushing the enemy isn't always the smartest choice. You can always toggle your movement mode and position your squad before a fight. This is true. This is very true. No, Sleemo, you are not going in there first. So this is kind of in a way cheating, but I mean, is it really? Is it really though? So this is what it's talking about moving your characters into positions separately. Damn it, I was really hoping I could get more in there. By the way, welcome our latest viewer. Okay, so you guys will start to get a feel for it as the... Come on, just... Stop it. Enough. Stop it. Okay. So, as you probably can guess, the person with the most abilities, like their combat rolls, their perception, all that kind of stuff, is affected entirely upon their coordination. So, highest one goes first. And this is why I chose assault rifles, because holy crap, they're effective. Like I said, bread and butter. Use your bread and butter. And goodbye, asshole. Or maybe not. Forget I said anytime. Oh, I really hope they're all melee, because if we lose our girl right off the bat, this is going to be really bad. Oh, thank you! Lordy, thank you! Gonna save that. By the way, you can also conserve combat points once after each round if you've got a few remaining. Unfortunately for my boy here, he doesn't move or get to cover. Come on. Yes! Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Oh, so beautiful. And here we go. This is our first sign of losing control.
I got it!
Usually, though, it doesn't work. It works out in your favor. It really does. Okay, now here comes in the fun part. Loot! It's the best. Alright, let's see. We got some junk tobacco. All of my girls. They attacked my girls. Why? Oh, they were so innocent and young. It's okay, though. Luckily, I did give one of my characters a good amount of medic. So once we find anything else worth scavenging in here, we'll just heal her right up and she'll be good as new. Okay, so that's the way out. Is there nothing in here? Really? Ah, right. I forgot. Basically, when you go into these combat situations, you're not going to find anything worth scavenging. Yeah, she's a rogue cop who doesn't play by the rules. So now this actually brings in another bit of it. So because I'm using console systems and I'm playing on Xbox, I have to use left trigger, and this pulls up the healing wheel or the abilities wheel. Basically what this does is it gives you the capability to heal your teammates as well as keep them alive and safe and all that yada yada. So for this, we'll just give her... And trust me, the more you do this, the quicker everything works. Like, it'll cost less to heal a teammate in the middle of battle, or it will be cheaper to give them like weapons and stuff, or like it'll keep them alive. Basically, eventually you're even able with some abilities to control some of your enemies. Like you'll be able to dizzy them, or you'll even be able to cause them to feel unnerved, or even like control them. It's just amazing. And it's so much fun. Just from watching some of these like characters when you go into a fight with them, it's just it's fabulous. Oh boy. Yep, here we go with our first little taste of radiation. So, and this goes into another thing, which is watch out for them, because unless you have a radiation suit that's able to match this, you're not going to get anywhere. So, yes, you found an oasis. Fill all your squad members' canteens. Oh, yeah. Ah, here we go. The radio tower. Dun, dun, dun! You know what? You guys have literally been so patient to sit through all of that talking and everything, so I think I'll at least, like, take care of the radio tower before we continue. Citadel Base, this is Echo 1. We've arrived at the target.
Echo 1. When you reach the area where Ace's body was found, give it a good going over. The folks that picked him up said it looked like he crawled there. Maybe you can find some tracks leading to where he was attacked. Copy?
Copy.
Pin 4 Echo 1 and check in immediately with any new info. Those repeater units are a top priority. Ranger Command out.
Understood, sir. Alright. Let's use some of these detective skiers. As you look around at the sandy soil, you see a crusty red patches of blood. There's nothing to distinguish this stretch of desert scrub from any other stretch of desert scrub, except for the blood. Ooh, I see something shiny. Search. Ace's Ranger Star. Crudely scratched into the back of the star is a name Ace.
That's Ace's star. How did it end up way the hell over here?
I don't know, maybe someone punched him?
I don't get shaken up easy. This place is sending shivers up my spine. God damn it, Ace. Why won't you let me come with you?
I don't know. Why didn't he? Also, reload everybody because I'm not in the mood to see you all run out of ammo. The trail of Ace's blood leads to a chain link enclosure. Rising from within it is a tall radio tower, its rusted struts moaning in the ever-present wasteland wind.
If you want to play in our backyard, you gotta pay. 15 scrap, or we'll break your faces. And my dog will eat your corpses.
This is why you need a smartass of level 1. You know what? You know what? If... this is... Okay. Sure, let's do this. And after we're done kicking your asses, we're gonna eat what's left of your dog. You know why? Because I'm literally pissed off at the fact that, you know, I didn't do that! That's gonna drive me nuts for the rest of the game.
You're insane. What the hell is wrong with you? Just go on through, you sick bastard.
Says the one who is going to feed my corpse to his dog. Who's the bastard here, me or you? By the way, I'm taking what's ever in here. Okay, that's not something we can use. She can use that. He can use that. Patches of black liquid are all around under the tower, spattered among Ace's blood like some kind of black and red abstract painting. Looking at the tower struts and struts of the tower, you see bright scrapes of scratches amid the rust. Reading them, you guess that someone or something tried to climb it recently, but was dragged down before they got very far. Yeah, that's never a good sign. Well, let me tell you, Matthias's law,
Let me
friend.
tell you Matthias's
never mind.
law, friends. Matthias's law is vengeance. And soon, Matthias's law will stretch all the way to Arizona and kill those so-called upholders of justice, the Desert Rangers.
Why do you hate me? What did I do? Okay, you know what? This is gonna be some free experience. Go take it down, Sleemo. Aw, yeah. Now for Gray to pick the lock. Again, this is going into the whole system of what you need to do. Oh, no. You are not done, good sir. You are not done. You're gonna open that. A critical success 6 experience. Let's open this, actually. Oh, hell yes, medical supplies. It's the shit that you want to use. You know what? You know what? There are no enemies within the area. You actually... Oh my god, did I actually make it so that I can't hurt any of these guys? Oh no. I did not think this true. Ooh. Ooh. We got demolitions. Ah, well. We'll just have to figure out some other way to get this taken care of. Open it up. Come on. You're a pretty boy. That. Okay. Oh, it's locked. Yes! Break that shit open. Gonna get me some frickin'. Another pistol. Like I said, loot that you don't really need. Luckily for us, my character is meant to be the pack mule. Oh my god, she's getting so much freaking ammo. You know what? She's got an automatic weapon. No reason to blame her. No reason. A suture kit, antibiotics. Oh my god, we are getting so much good shit. Holy sweet frijoles. An RT-70, a sniper rifle. But none of my characters can use sniper rifles. Oh well. And we'll give the TNT to Mad Maxine. Because, thanks to our good, delicious friend, King... I'm sorry, I just meant delicious as a term of endearment. Actually, no. Thanks to Maxine, we'll be able to use that as a weapon. Oh, no! Okay, so... Here's the thing. And this is a reason why I really am hating myself for not getting the smartass. So, as you probably saw, I scared the living shit out of that raider guy. What turns out is if you use smartass or kissass... No, if you use smartass, he will not only let you buy without any problems, but he'll give you a skill thing. You know what? I'll end it here. I'm gonna end it here, guys, just for now, and I'm gonna fix this, and I'll get right back to the tower point, so that you guys don't have to worry about this. So yeah, I'm so sorry. That's gonna drive me nuts. So I'll fix it. I'll make everything the way it was. I'll, write down the names, everything, and I'll get back to you. I'm sorry. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, which will be tomorrow, hopefully.